Guess what time it is? We can't go through a whole month without an HB Notebook Challenge, can we? So I have a huge stack of notebooks here. I'm taking a little break from actual vlogging to include my HB Notebook Challenge. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. But this is something that I do every single month, and I have been doing it now this is the second year of doing it. Basically, long story short, I had over 100 notebooks that I had been hoarding in my house, which was a collection that had built up over 10 years. And I just kept buying new ones because I love them and then not using them because I was so scared of getting them messed up or putting things in them that weren't good enough for the notebook, or of not really being sure exactly what I wanted to use it for. I also have a bunch of notebooks that I had started and then not completed. So I set a challenge to myself to give away one notebook every single month and to fill up a notebook every single month. Well, it turns out that I, first of all, don't have time to fill up an entire large notebook every single month. So I kind of set that to the side. I also don't always have one notebook that I need to use at a time. I'm using multiple things. So this has really turned into kind of a monthly view at what notebooks I'm using, how I'm using them, and whether I'm sticking to them or not. So if you would like to join in, we do tag each other over on Instagram at #HB Notebook Challenge. And my Instagram is at HeartBreathingsBlog, which I would love for you to follow me. You guys, I just crossed 7,000 subscribers there, or followers, which is so exciting. And I feel like it's really slow to grow on Instagram sometimes when you're doing it organically. So that made me really happy. Thank you so much for those of you following me over there. So I have a huge stack. So I also set a challenge for myself and for you guys this year, starting this summer, to read more diverse books. So I've got a couple of different picks for you this week. And I also wanted to tell you guys, I should have brought the book down, but one of my very first picks this year was the book, I think it was the August pick, was Alexis Daria's You Had Me at Hola, and that book was amazing. It's very feel good. It leaves you with such a great feeling. It made me laugh a lot, but it also has all the feels and is so well written, and it is now up as a finalist in the romance category of the Goodreads Choice Awards. So I will leave a link down below because you can still vote for Alexis. So if you picked that book up and you read it, go support her. She's awesome. And she is a part of our Hearties community. So definitely go support her. Shout out to Alexis. All right. I'm going to try to make this not last ridiculous amount of time, so I'm just going to get started. This cute little Llama and Sloth notebook is a 96-page journal from Michaels, and these are really inexpensive, and I would bet you money for Black Friday these are going to be really on sale. So definitely go and check if you have a Michaels near you. I think they were like $5, so they may even go as low as like $4 or $3. We'll see. But I grabbed several of these, even though I'm not supposed to be buying notebooks, but we're not going to talk about that, because I wanted to have notebooks that were kind of all the same for my daily morning pages. And I actually really did a pretty good job in September and October of filling them out, but the month of November I was hoping to finish this notebook. And as you can see, I've been writing so much and doing the vlogs, I've had no time. So my original hope was that I would be able to fill up one of these notebooks every single month by doing 3 complete pages, and it just is too hard. Instead, I have just been filling them in whenever I can, and it's not been a daily practice yet, but I'm really feeling like I don't want to be too hard on myself right now during this really hectic year to be like, I have to be perfect. I'm going to give myself credit for actually starting my morning pages again. It has helped me a lot with my creativity. I like to decorate these a little bit with some extra stickers and some quotes and different stuff like that. But I'm on month number 3 in this journal, and I still haven't finished it yet. So just onward. I am going to commit to finishing this, hopefully now by the end of the year. I do like this sort of flexible cover. I like that it has a ribbon, and I enjoy writing on this paper. So it's a win for me for how inexpensive it is. I just hope that I can start filling them out faster. Another one that I've shown, and of course I'll go over again when I actually do my planner lineup next month, but I just thought it would be funny to kind of show. So This is a Hobonichi Techo, which is not really a notebook, but I kind of use it more for a notebook than a planner because it has these amazing like pages in the front that make it perfect for being able to track my daily tarot card readings and see the whole year at a glance, basically. And then it also has these weekly spreads that help me like write a little bit of journaling about each of the cards. And then it also has daily pages where I can be a little bit more creative. It's not, I would definitely not call this like an art journal because I'm not really doing any art, but it is something that I use for creative expression. But it's always so much fun because of the type of paper that the cousin uses, which is Tomo River paper, to kind of look at the way the paper grows as you use it. So it's like, this is what it looks like brand new, and then this is after a year of use. And definitely mine is not as chunky as some people, because a lot of people add more stickers or they write more on the page like with watercolors or paint, or they add more like tip-ins and different stuff like that, but it's still just fun. This is like basically not even a ton of washi tape and stickers, but it just grows when you use the paper. So that's pretty cool. And I would say this is definitely something I have stuck to really well all year. And I'm really looking forward to someday having kind of a collection of these cousins that have my tarot journal and my like daily. So this is like a morning routine journal, which I am gonna show you guys my full morning routine coming up. And this is more of like my evening routine journal. And this amazing Hello Kitty Hobonichi cover is from the 2016 collection. And I got it used on eBay last year. Another set of journals that I'm using, these are Archer and Olive. This is the A5 size and this is the B5 size. And at first I didn't even know they had a B5 size until I saw Plant-Based Bride using B5 and I was like, hello, I need a bigger one. That's going to be awesome. But I think I showed you guys this last month that I actually went through and set up a health and fitness bullet journal with hopes of getting back on bright line eating, which is really my preferred way of eating, and looking at better habits like drinking more water, walking more, doing my morning pages, that kind of thing. And I got so far as to spend hours and hours filling this entire thing out, trying to settle in on some weight loss goals and things like that. And instead, I basically have done nothing. So I'm kind of giving myself a little bit of grace because it's just not the year apparently for me to get in shape and work out and diet a lot. This is some stuff about my routine, and I got so far as to start tracking things in October. But as you can see, things did not go so well. As of the 19th of October, I basically just fell off the wagon. But these are like all of my healthy habits that I want to track. And I do have intentions of keeping my meal planner in this journal. And like you can see, I did actually do it for the month of October. I still kept my meal plan in here. So I partially did it, but I haven't even had any time to set it up in November. So I have a feeling, again, it's just going to be one of those things where it's like, okay, I made progress, but now I need to learn to be more consistent with it. So progress, not perfection. I'm just going to keep repeating that to myself. And then just because I was mentioning and showed it a little bit yesterday, this is the B5 size, and it has 8 white pages, 8 craft pages, and then 8 black pages. And I'm going to be using this for a more like book of shadows. And I have lots of ideas, and I will be setting this up before the new year, but probably not in November because it's just too busy of a month. Another fun little thing is, so I got this, you guys, if you've been around for a while, you know this is like my favorite Kiki K pattern of all time. I got this as a gift from a subscriber, so thank you so much. I've already said thank you to her a couple times, but I had the intention of putting these traveler's notebooks in here and working on my handwriting. But that, again, is another thing that takes time to set up, like the fonts and everything in here, and I just haven't had time to do it. So another amazing subscriber, Julia Stuber, actually created handwriting books. Like, how cool is this? So these are traveler's notebook sizes, and she basically created the same kind of thing I had wanted to create for myself in these journals. But now I don't have to because she made it for me. And she's actually selling these on Amazon. So you've got the font and it sort of grays out a little bit, and then you have the handwriting lines over here. So you can practice lots of different lines. So this one has like different cursive letters, and then you've got some lowercase. Then you've got some examples like numbers and days of the week and months and stuff like that, different practice ones. Then you've got block letters, and then you have book number 2 has this one I forgot. So this one she actually was able to print with a dragonfly. It says this book belongs to Sarra Cannon, but the one you'll buy from Amazon won't say that. She just did it for like a special page just for me, which was very sweet. So more cursive, but different font. So you can see how cool is this, and it really has like some beautiful block letters here too. So you could practice lots of different handwritings, which is something that's really on my sort of to-do list to improve my handwriting. So this is brush lettering 1 in the 3rd book, and then brush lettering 2, which is more of a block letter, brush letter. So this is super cool, and I just appreciate this so much. I will find a link for these for you, but they are gonna fit perfectly in this traveler's notebook, and now I can start practicing my handwriting without having to wait until I have time to actually set up the notebook. So thank you so much for this, Julia. That was very, very sweet of you, and I can't wait to use those. So I haven't actually set this one up yet, but this was actually a summer journal that came in the summer EC surprise box, and my baby has already torn the page, so I don't know where the rest of the page is. So I'm gonna have to come up with a solution for how, but I probably was going to cover this page anyway because it says summer journal. But even though it's a summer journal, it has like kind of some places for pictures and things like that. And then it's basically just this repeated pattern of lined pages and blank pages, and then those kind of picture pages. So what we've decided to use this for, if you've been around for a while, you know that earlier this year, our family went through the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I kept track of it in a notebook. And I'm slowly kind of going in and filling that notebook out. So I decided now we are also going to watch all of Star Wars, and once we're done with that, because that won't take up this whole thing, we're going to pick another thing to watch. So either a show together or maybe just classic Disney movies. We haven't really decided, but we do have Disney Plus. So I think we're going to watch Star Wars, then we're going to introduce him to The Mandalorian, and then we'll see where we go from there. But I want to track all those, like when we watch stuff. We actually just finished Star Wars A New Hope, so that's episode 4. So this is what I'll be using this one for, and it came with this clear sort of sparkly cover, and so I'm not going to put this in one of their folders or folios. I'm just going to leave it like this and fill it out while we watch the movies. But I'm pretty excited about watching Star Wars with my son. He really enjoyed the first movie, and so I think it's going to be fun to watch the whole thing with him. So a few more. These are all Erin Condren notebooks, and they're kind of different in different ways. So I know that it's going to be a little bit of a glare with the light, so I apologize with that on this plastic cover. This is just one of their monthly planners. They used to call them the Deluxe Monthly, but now it's just the monthly, and I have it for July through December of next year. And I use this basically as my content and promo notebook. So the monthly planner just has the monthly spreads and then notebook pages. So this is just still something that I use every single day because I keep my goals in here. All of my like relaunch and promo plans go in here. All of my sort of brainstorming about what I want to do for my promotions calendar or for social media and stuff like that all goes in here. This is how I planned out my spooktacular Halloween party and everything that was going on with that. Now I'm using the November pages to track my work on Fate's Surrender and my word count and stuff like that. So at the end of the notebook is just notebook pages. So I've also got some stuff in here. So like my Fairhope relaunch, any ads that I'm going to use, tracking my uploads for that, and just like timelines and all kinds of fun stuff like that. This has been one of my favorite things. I have this content calendar. It's best to call it, I think, a content calendar. So I have this one for Sarra Cannon, but then I also have one that's this size, that's the same type of thing that I use for heart breathings. And having the two things helps me manage kind of both sides of my career. And I don't think I could live without it, without some kind of system where I have both. So I just highly recommend that if you are like planning content calendar. I have another one here that I'm pretty sure 2021's word of the year is synergy for me. If you've picked a word of the year, let me know in the comments. I always do this. This year was whole, not like H-O-L-E, but W-H-O-L-E. And I played around with both love or synergy, and I think synergy is winning out for me for next year. But this is just another one of those monthly planners. And so like I said, it's kind of like a hybrid between a notebook and a planner. But this one is going to be my project and budget planner because we have just started a contract to build a brand new house, and it's going to be a 9-month build. So we have plenty of time to get everything ready in this house to move over to the other house. And so we're going to really go through and decide what kind of furniture we want to buy and what type of things we want to get rid of or sell or donate. So I'm going to set this up starting through this month and next month with our family budget, how much we want to budget for like furniture and moving expenses and stuff like that, and how we're going to like save the money that we need for that. And I'm going to assign different projects for each month so that we're not like ending up when it's right time to move next year and trying to do it all in like 2 weeks. So this will be kind of my home base for that project management for our move and our new house, which I'm really excited about. Just to mention it, if you are interested and you like the looks of these and you want to check them out, I will link these down below. But they just started their Black Friday sale for their EC Insiders Rewards program, 30% off. And if you have a 20% off coupon because you already bought like a life planner or whatever, and you got one in your box, you can stack the 20% off coupon with the 30% off sale. So just a little insider tip there. I do have an affiliate link down below where you can join the EC Insider program if you're not there, or you can get $10 off your first purchase. There's all kinds of choices down below, so check that out if you're interested. But this made me cry because I just picked up my post office mail. I only go about once every 2 weeks to pick it up, and this was in there, and this is from my new online marketing manager, Janet. Some of you have kind of met her online. You'll see her posting every once in a while as Team Sarah. She's amazing. But as support for me finishing the book, she sent me this EC notebook that says, "It's the way the story needs to be told." And she used my branding colors and background, which just it brought tears to my eyes and just is so beautiful. And I appreciate it so much. So I don't know yet how I'm going to use this notebook, but it might be a great place to keep story ideas for my next book. So thank you so much for this, Janet. You are the sweetest person. So those are basically the notebooks that I'm going to be using. Let's talk about what notebooks I'm going to be giving away. So you're going to have a choice of notebooks this month. I have these same Michaels notebooks, so you can get this one with llamas that says Nope, a peacock that says UBU, or this sort of space galaxy one that says Do More of What Makes You Awesome. Or if you'd like an EC notebook, I have these layers one in colorful or layers neutral, and the inside actually has the layers design on the pages. So layers colorful or layers neutral spiral notebook. Or I also have a happy planner notebook. So this one says Wild and Free, and it has a sort of galaxy sort of theme. She walked in moon dust, and it has a dot grid interior. But this is very pretty. This is Moonchild, and then this one has this dream catcher on it. So your choice, winner's pick. So let me know in the comments down below which notebook you would like or what types of notebooks you've been using lately, if you've been using notebooks for your nano project. So I know this video is a little bit different from our normal vlogging, but we will be back to normal vlogs tomorrow. But I know there are a lot of you that look forward to the notebook challenge every month, so I couldn't skip it. I also wanted to mention that I have been doing a lot of sort of vision boarding and notebook work inside GoodNotes in my iPad. So I would like to do a video on how I'm creating a vision board and a vision, sort of like a manifesting vision notebook for myself in GoodNotes. So that is coming soon, I promise. Also, before we go, I have 2 books that I'm going to be reading this month because I am going on vacation soon, and hopefully I'm going to have a little bit of extra time. So the first book is one that is going crazy kind of all over the place. My sister bought this, so I had to get it as well. Also, V.E. Schwab is on one of my favorite podcasts called Writing Excuses. So this is a young adult book called The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. And basically, long story short, she makes a deal with the devil and tells him that he can have her soul when she's done with it, like when she doesn't want to live anymore. And otherwise, she's going to be immortal. And when she signs the contract, she realizes that everybody she meets from then on will not remember her. So that's The Invisible Life. That's a super short, but I heard her talking about the book. I think this is pretty cool. I am excited to read this one. Let me know if you have read it. V.E. Schwab is a gay author, and she's awesome. I absolutely love her, and several of her things have been optioned for TV recently. So I'm excited to see a bunch of that stuff coming out from her, but she's great. If you haven't listened to her podcast or some of her interviews, definitely go check her out because she talks about her experience coming out and what that was like as an author and a public figure, being openly gay. Her characters are also often openly bisexual, which is cool to read in a YA novel. So if you're interested in reading this book, you can pretty much get it everywhere, and I can't wait to read it. The other one is one that actually was sent to me by a subscriber and friend who is also a planner babe. This is P.E. Kavanaugh, or Pascal Kavanaugh, and this is a witchy book, so casting a spell. Here's what it's about. Everyone has gifts. Hers happen to be illegal. Getting outed as a witch is the worst thing that's ever happened to Libra Verdi. Worse than the betrayal of her blabbermouth ex-husband. The last straw, the big dumb bodyguard who thinks he can protect her from a gang that's been attacking witches. As if. Ash Edwards has one foot out of the life he's grown to hate. The last thing he wants is to save one more life, but they've dragged him back in. All he has to do is guard some woman who's supposedly the most powerful magical in the country. Too bad she's rude as hell and doesn't believe she's in danger. And he's pretty sure she's put a spell on him because he can't stop thinking about her. When the line between the good guys and the bad guys vanishes, working together might be their only hope. Becoming lovers might just kill them. So this is obviously a paranormal romance. I don't know if Zodiac Magic is the name of the series, but I'd like to check out a little bit more about it. But thank you so much, Pascal, for sending this to me. Just very sweet. And I had wanted to read this in October for witchy season, but I just didn't have a chance. So now that I'm going on vacation, I'm excited to read this. And this is her latest release as well. So I will link it down below for you. But who doesn't love a paranormal romance about witches? So I'm excited to read this one. And it looks like a nice long book. So I think it'll be a good vacation read. Pascal is a Haitian author. And like I said, she's also in our Heart Breathings community. So go check out her book, go support her, and let's keep the diverse reading going. I would love to hear what diverse books you've been reading this year or what books in general you've been loving. And that is all I have for you guys today. If you would like to enter to win one of the notebooks, definitely just comment down below. Make sure that you're subscribed and like this video. You guys, thank you so much. In terms of my word count, I have not added any new words, but I did spend a lot of the day editing, and you will see that vlog coming up tomorrow. All right, you guys, have a great time. Keep me updated on your word count, and I will talk to you then. Bye.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed.